Borderlands is a game that's set on the planet Pandora. The planet's a desolate place, but they tried to colonize it. There's supposed to be a cache of alien weaponry hidden somewhere on the planet. They call it the Vault. So there was loads of corporations and people there looking for this vault. When all of a sudden the climate changed and all these creatures and horrible sort of monsters started coming out of hibernation. So all of the corporations left. And left the planet to go to rack and ruin. And there's bandits, and there's all of these weird creatures, and there's you, and you're a vault hunter. And so that's basically the sort of the start of the story. And you're one of these vault hunters. You're out looking for your fame and fortune. You're looking for alien technology to make you rich and powerful. I mean, obviously, Borderlands is quite different to anything else that's out in the market at the moment. Not only just in visual style, which Gearbox presented to 2K, and we were all blown away by it. But it also differs in a lot of sort of subtle ways. There's the role-playing elements that are very carefully folded into the experience. But Borderlands is a shooter first, so it's all about the guns. It's all about the action. Where you aim your weapon is where your shot will go. There's no dice rolling involved in that particular element of the game. Where the role-playing comes in is how you skill your characters up and how you utilize those skills in different ways. So it differs quite a lot from games like Fallout 3, which I'm assuming is the main sort of comparison that we're going to get. Because it's a lot more structured in the way that the RPG sort of flows through it, but always maintains this sort of high level of action and proper, fast-paced. So Borderlands, the story centers around 4 different characters because it's a co-op game, so you can play with 4 players. You can also play alone, but there is the tank class. He's a character called Brick, so he's the bruiser. He's the one who absorbs the damage and dishes out melee attacks and things like that, and he's really cool. There's also the hunter class, which is Mordecai. He's a sniper, a rogue. All of these terms would be very familiar to people who play MMOs like World of Warcraft. He has a pet Bloodwing, which is like a falcon, and he can send that out to attack enemies and bring back loot and things like that. There's also Lilith, who is the Siren. So she's a mage. She's a magic user. She has an excellent power called the Phase Walk, which you can skill up and level up, and it allows her to sort of phase out of the dimension and flank the enemies because they won't be able to see her. And when she emerges from that Phase Walk, she issues like a shockwave that disorientates and stuns her enemy, so then the rest of the team can move in. And lastly, there's Roland, and he's kind of like Borderlands Master Chief. He's like the all-rounder. He's the soldier class. He has a support turret, so even if you're playing on your own, you can have an extra gun going off to support you against sort of difficult enemies. And he can skill in various different areas as well. Like he can become a medic and fire healing bullets at the rest of the team and heal people up. He's a really cool character for people who are new to the experience. Borderlands obviously has shades of all sorts of different movies. I can't answer for definite, but I would imagine there's quite a few different books and stories that have influenced the creation of Borderlands and also the graphical change as well, the stylistic change. Hello, my name's Dave. I work for 2K Games, and I'm here to talk to you about Borderlands, and you're watching Smash TV.
Don't worry about saying goodbye. I'm sure we'll be doing this all again soon enough. Get off my bus.